Are we recording?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Would you suck your dick if you could?
No.
Have you ever tried?
No.
Really?
I just don't.
You've never even seen if you could?
I don't. Why would I want to put my penis in my mouth?
Well, because the idea of sucking your own dick, I bet it feels a lot more like sucking a dick than having your dick sucked.
Yeah, because you wouldn't, and it's like when a woman sucks your dick, it's like they're doing it for your pleasure.
Yeah, you'd focus on
but
the
like you're not
task,
getting the pleasure,
yeah.
and you're the one doing the act to yourself. Like, why would you want to do that?
But you've never even tried just to see if you
No.
could? Like, after hearing like the Marilyn Manson rumor?
That's because he took his ribs out. Like,
I never know if that's true or not, but I know that's a rumor. But you've never like just seen like just tested it?
Well, I know for a fact if I would lean down 3 inches, it could go in my mouth easily.
You
No, I'm just kidding.
a 2-foot dick.
I have a 2-foot dick for sure, dude. I have to wear pants all the time. It sucks. I'm wearing shorts right now, and that's why you can see it. That's why you brought it up.
No, because I've tried, not very close. Because also I'm just
What do you mean you tried? Like you were 100% naked with a flag,
I had an erection
and
and
you lean. You tried,
I just
tried
tested
doing
it.
a sit up into it.
I just tested the parameter. Just
How
to know-
close did you get?
I don't know. Because also I'm not flexible. In
But
that
you're
way
not flexible at all.
No, because that's where I was like not sure. It's just because I couldn't sit close enough to even fully test like if I was normally flexible, if I'd get close or not.
I don't think it's a normal thing people can do.
I
And I also don't think like.
or is it just not a normal thing people admit to do? Because
Why would you want to do that?
just to know if you could.
God. Even just jerking yourself off is
It's
embarrassing.
shameful enough.
It's shameful enough. Imagine getting to a
Sucking
point where
yourself
you have to suck yourself off.
That'd be weird.
Like
I
you're
knew-
that kinky, but you're that alone. Like that's depressing. And if
Yeah.
you're listening to this and you do that, I'm sorry, but it is.
Because God, who's that famous porn star? He could do it. The
Gross dude.
the short, ugly, fat one.
He looks like he works at a pizza place.
Jeremy something. Because I keep thinking Jeremy Renner, but that's Hawkeye.
No, that's Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
what's
Jeremy
his-
something though.
Jeremy Cocksmith, or no, that'd be a great name.
Cocksmith.
No, Jeremy.
Fuck.
What's his name,
I
dude?
don't know.
I picture what he looks like.
Yeah,
he looks
I
like
know exactly what he looks
like a bridge troll.
Yeah, no.
He's a bridge troll for sure.
Oh my God. I don't know my
What's
phone on
his
me.
name? I don't even want to look him up.
I know his first name is Jeremy though.
God damn.
But I have no idea what his last name is.
I don't even. We're at a point where I don't even care who he is. I don't even care what his name is. And I don't even care that you're listening to the Moist Monday podcast. You like that introduction? Thanks for listening. Welcome to the Moist Monday podcast. Happy Moist Monday.
Happy Moist Monday, brother.
Cheers, brother. So a little disclaimer. So on the last episode, we did say that the next episode would be whiskey and cigars. We're filming this episode the same day. So next episode will be whiskey and cigars. You got to wait 2 weeks for that, or 1 week from now if you're listening to this live.
You've already been let down, but
You've already been let down, but guess what? It will be worth it.
yeah, so we're just edging you until
Yeah,
next week.
Speaking of jerking yourself off or sucking yourself off, we're edging you till
Have you ever edged yourself?
You have to.
That's fair, yeah.
I feel like you get to a point where you have to. Well, have you ever...
you just done in like 20 seconds. Because like you can get yourself off.
Oh, you can get yourself off so quick because you're used to it.
Yeah.
And it's not even...
You know the formula.
You don't even do it for pleasure. You just do it because you're bored or
you think you should, or you're tired.
Or you're tired and you want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
But have you ever edged yourself with a romantic partner?
Only to not disappoint.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like you're mid coitus and like...
Where we're just starting, I'm like, oh shit, I'm way too into this. I won't last as long as they probably would like me to.
So you do a little tug on the balls and like the...
Or
Yeah, that's a move, dude. That helps, actually.
see,
If
my
you
trick,
grab them and do a little tug.
one of my trick is roll over, put them on top. They'll do like that little scoot thing that feels great for them, but feels like nothing to us.
Oh, I know what you're talking
Like
about.
where if a girl is like riding you and she's on you and she does a little like gyrating scoot thing,
I like how you just did the motion.
know,
The viewer can't see it.
but it moved the mic.
It moved the
enough.
microphone that like, and like, I
Just-
was like, ooh, wow.
You'll know, yeah. Like, you know what I'm referring to. Just
Yeah.
like the little scoot.
They're
do it.
readjust. That's a readjustment.
But like it's a move for them.
And they enjoy it. And for
And-
us, it's nothing.
No, for me, it's a breather.
Oh,
So it's
that's
a win-win.
So
yeah.
you're like, that's a good idea. Like if you're getting close and you want to like last longer, just switch positions.
No, that's one of the moves.
That's a breather.
And I think that's the best position for you to feel the least amount, and that they still get something out of it.
So, is this episode going to be sexual?
I have no idea.
It started off super sexual, and I think we keep riding the sexual train.
I mean, we can write it till it ends, and then figure out what to talk to after that.
So now I'm really curious, like, because we're talking about sexual stuff, and we're getting deep, and I mean, we've talked about sex before in prior episodes, and things like that, but we haven't dove deep into sex. Like, how? I'm just very confused because when you grow up,
yeah,
sex is like, this important thing.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna.
Did you
it's
ever
gonna
plan to save it till marriage? Because you were a little bit more religious.
I was a
than
little bit more religious. I think initially I had that idea in my head because
Really?
it was forced on me.
Sure.
Because that's just what you did.
Because
But then like I also watched porn, and like I also was.
what
like,
age do you think you watched porn at?
I remember my cousin showed me porn way too early.
Okay. How old do you think?
Junior high,
That's about on
like seventh grade.
Yeah.
Is that on par?
that. I think so.
My
yeah.
cousin was 2 years older than me,
Yeah.
and I think he had just discovered it.
Oh.
So he had shown me it because it was like he had discovered porn / jerking off.
Yeah.
Because that's correlation. So he had basically shown me that that's what you can do to yourself, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What?" And remember the first time you like did that to yourself? You were addicted to it. You were like, "This is you have a face there right now that you're laughing."
You don't remember it right now, but I have a different case of when you first start jacking off. So I'll let you continue.
No, I want to hear your case right now because
Okay.
my cousin showed me, and then I was just addicted to it, and I've been doing it ever since. 6th, 7th grade. I'm fucking 27, dude. I've been doing it for 15 years.
So I was a little bit later bloomer. Like I was
Makes sense. I'm still waiting for you to go through puberty.
No, as far as like discovering porn, I know it was after all my friends because for a long time I was like, I'm just not into it. And then eventually I was very into it.
Oh yeah, now you need it.
Right, yeah.
Which sucks. I hate that.
But also sometimes
Because back in the day I could do it to a calendar. I could freaking jack off to a image from a movie that I remembered from 4 hours
Yeah.
earlier. Like now I need something in front of me.
No,
that sucks.
So when I first discovered masturbation, I did it wrong.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So I vaguely remember looking up how to, and then
You looked like on the internet?
no one showed me.
Wait, and how did you like learn about it?
So
What is happening?
So I like
I don't think I've ever heard this before.
I think you did.
Probably when we were
I
drunk.
when I show you the motion that I learned.
Oh my!
So-
the motion.
Yeah, so I basically looked up how to because also I wouldn't watch porn videos. I'd only look up images because the videos seem scary.
Yeah, you seem like you're crossing a line.
Well, also just like the titles were like "Young Slut takes 18-inch cock." Like it's
Stepmom and stuck in the dryer.
that was before our time though. Yeah, that's nowadays.
Nowadays, which is just even worse.
It's weird. Yeah. No.
Still
so,
click on it, but
I mean, if they're hot. Yeah.
But
But
that's
anyways,
the fucked up part.
all right. So basically, how I learned how to masturbate, I remember looking it up, and I think
How did you look it up?
I Googled it. So I think what I
You typed in how to masturbate.
So, but-
so you like heard of masturbation from
yeah
school?
Okay, but I think what I clicked on was alternative ways too.
Oh my god.
So
people that were into kinky stuff that wanted to
or
change
people
up,
who were tired of it. Yeah. So
and you're just learning how to do it for the first time. Oh my god.
I remember one of the earlier instincts was like fill a bag with Vaseline and stick it in your couch.
What?
That was my first idea.
What?
Not how I started. I didn't do that.
Oh, you're like, that's how you do it?
I was like, God, there's got to be an easier
There's got to
way.
be an easier way. I can't get that much Vaseline, dude.
Well, I was
can't.
also like, I don't want to fuck my couch. That's where my parents sit.
Yeah, it's in the family room. I don't want to get caught in the
That's
couch.
such a line to cross. Yeah. No, and so I remember that was one of
Oh my
them.
god.
And then the other one I looked up, and it did require lube. It was kind of like, imagine when you were in Boy Scouts and they taught you how to start a fire.
Yeah, you got to rub the.
That's how I did it. The spinning the stick. That's how I did it for months.
What?
Yeah. So
Did you
it
get to completion?
it took so much longer. So I would like, it would literally be like how you start a fire as
Yeah,
like
you're rubbing. You
go up and down. You try and like, you just try and
You're starting
find,
a fire.
yeah, no.
On your cock.
So it'd be like giving you like your dick and like what was, I guess I don't know if it's still called this, but like an Indian rub. Like you remember like.
Dude, that's exactly what you're doing to your dick.
Yeah, no. So you'd have to do it light enough that you weren't like just like breaking its neck back and forth. But that's how I thought you masturbated for a long time.
And you did that for months?
Months. Because I wouldn't watch a video of a girl jerking a guy off because that was gross.
God.
So it would also be, so every time I masturbated it would be two-handed.
Yeah, two-handed, and it would take forever.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You did it for months. Did you enjoy it? You were like...
Enough.
You kept doing it.
Once I figured out the proper way, I instantly stopped because that was a fucking horrible thing to do. So...
Have you... Let me ask you this. Have you ever... Because that's your roots, dude. That's your starting point. Have you ever revisited your starting point?
Yes, I have, and it's not as good.
Well, yeah, but like, have you ever just gone
Not to completion because it's a fucking pain in the ass. And
that doesn't even sound fun. It
No.
just sounds like you're juggling fucking a bag full of marbles, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
that is how I learned. Is again, imagine starting like the generic like twisting a stick to start a
twisting
fire.
a stick on your wiener.
No, in the
Oh my god!
All right, and the way I found
there's no how. You got to be one of the only people that's ever done that, and you did it for months.
and that's the only. So the way I found out I
oh
did
my
it.
god!
The way I did it, I found out I did it wrong. Is I remember it was at a high school football game.
Oh Jesus!
Someone made a masturbating joke, and then someone like in the air did like the jerking off motion. I was like,
which was
and I did mine, and they were like, "Wait, what the fuck did you just do?"
Wait, that's how you found out? That's how you because. Oh my dude! Because the jerk off thing used to be a thing.
Yeah,
It was
like the rolling the dice,
and they would like throw it in your face,
and I would just do like,
and you would
starting a fire, and then just like throw it in your face.
Oh my god!
I can't believe I haven't told you this.
I can't believe someone didn't call you out on that. I mean, someone
No,
did.
they did at that time.
Yeah, but like, dude, if you would have done that in like my friend group, I would have been like, dude, that guy's being funny. Like he's making fun of masturbation.
Like,
and but then it's like, oh, realistically, he doesn't know what masturbation is.
Yeah. So I think
You rubbed your dick with two hands
for months. I don't even know how long. Yeah,
for months.
possibly like up to a year, I'd guess.
A year?
Yeah,
That's 12 months.
Yeah, I would guess like at the very least several months, at most a year. Yeah, I didn't know how to masturbate.
Oh my god, dude! I think I don't want to give you homework because I don't want this to be that kind of podcast. But I think you got to try it in this next week, and then we talk about it next week.
Okay, because
at least.
I want you to try it.
No.
See
Okay,
how I live.
I guess we both have to try it.
Because I would imagine it takes.
I don't want like that. Just doesn't even sound
You'll
fun.
probably need lube for it at this point.
And it just sounds like so much work because I don't use that when
And
I normally
also,
do it.
Well, because also now we just use phones. So like, where will you put the phone while you're two-handed?
Yeah, you're two-handing it.
Yeah. No, because imagine like you go home with a girl and she like starts giving you a hand job and she does that. How thrown off would you be?
Oh my, yeah.
'Cause
what if that's what the girl knows?
That's all I knew at the time.
Can you imagine, like, yeah, you're like, oh, this is how I did it, and then you learned, oh, I was doing it wrong, and then the first girl you hook up with does that, you're like, I was right, I was right. The
Society is wrong.
Society was wrong, dude. And guess what? It feels better. No, it
doesn't.
It doesn't. There's no way it does because, like, there's the friction and the.
Because one thing I'll say is I've heard of people having like really crooked dicks.
Dude.
I think that's one of the reasons mine's really straight.
I think because your dick is straight and I'm guessing a little bit longer is because you've sculpted it.
It's like in Ghost.
No,
like when Patrick Swayze comes up.
You're rubbing that clay, dude. You're bringing up. That's what you're doing, dude. I'm doing the. It makes sense, dude. For months, if you're doing this motion and you're pushing the pressure in and extending it up, it's gonna freaking rise.
Yeah. I think that's just why I have a pretty straight dick.
Makes a lot of sense. That you're like, that's why I have fingerprints on my dick. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, it's better than fucking a couch, though. Am I right?
Yeah, but that was your one of your first options.
I remember reading.
Imagine if that's what you decided.
Oh, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, like someone was like, "Yeah, masturbate." I was like, I just like, I'm out of bed. I'm like,
and you just start humping it. They're like, "Damn, this guy's having sex." They would think you'd have sex.
I'm like, nope.
But you're just humping a couch, which would probably feel better. That would feel better than what you're doing. The Indian rug burn.
Yeah, probably.
You're doing Indian rug burn on your wiener.
Yeah, because I've heard of people like fucking a cantaloupe. Like you stab a hole in it and microwave it.
I've heard it. Yes, cantaloupe, watermelon. I've heard of some people doing like apples
or apple pie.
Apple pie. That's in a movie.
Yep.
It's iconic.
But I bet a lot of people did it. But like I feel like
I never tried any of that kinky stuff because like.
Well, I feel like an apple pie is not solid enough.
Yeah, but it's probably warm and
I feel like the cantaloupe could work because you cut a hole in it and then microwave it.
Yeah, but like for me. We're getting like way freaking deep into it. But let's just keep rolling. Yeah. Let's see.
Until we run out of ideas.
Yeah, we're gonna. If you're listening to this, you're a diehard. You gotta stay for us till the end, okay? You gotta stay to us till we complete.
Till we finish. Yeah.
But I feel like jerking off isn't a thing I do like for super pleasure. It's just something I do when I'm bored, when I want to fall asleep, when I'm feeling I do it when I'm feeling in a funk.
Yeah,
I do it when I feel depressed because you get that endorphin rush.
It's something, yeah.
You get it, but like I don't necessarily jerk off for pleasure.
See,
and I don't like you easily could with lube and all this stuff. I just don't. I just do it.
Oh, do you dry rub?
I just do it just to do it.
No, but do you do it with anything?
I usually use a sock.
No, but like I'm saying, I can't jerk off dry. I have to spit in my hand.
Oh, that's why I use a sock.
Really?
Yeah.
That helps.
Yeah, it's like the soft fabric. Try it. That's your homework.
See, I thought
try using a sock.
I thought a cum sock was just something to come into, not something to come.
No,
with.
I use it the entire time.
Really?
I use it the entire time, and I don't.
I did not know
and
that.
a lot of people like a cum sock is like a derogatory thing, and like
I thought it was just like
I don't ever reuse it.
I
have a fresh one every time.
Okay.
And I'll just put it in the laundry immediately.
I always
try it because like you don't need anything and like the fabric feels nice and like it feels weird when I don't use it. But I've also been doing that since I was like 13.
See, I always thought it was like a rag. I didn't think it was something to use.
No, yeah, I literally use it from start to finish.
Interesting.
And that's like what I do. And I could be a minority in this. I don't know if other people do.
I'm very interested if you are because
I literally think you should try this.
No, I absolutely will.
Because you'll be like, "Whoa."
See,
and it makes your it makes your dick feel wider. Because it is. Fair. You put a sock around it, but like it's this episode gets so personal.
No, that's fine though.
But like
if they're this far, I think they kind of want a personal podcast.
And most of you are probably dudes, so try this at home, dude. Use a sock.
And fucking email us what you do.
Email us because that will be the most personal at moistmonday podcast at gmail.com. Yes. Yeah. Do you use a sock? Do you use the fucking Indian burn technique?
See, nowadays
I feel like a lot of people use different techniques because it's just what they started with. I started with a sock, and that's what I've learned, and that's what I'm used to. And I don't even do it for pleasure. I just do it for filling the time.
Yeah.
I save.
That's what's
weird is like I save my pleasure for sex, and I'm not having that much sex. But that's just what I'm used to.
Because where I'm in a serious relationship, I do look forward to masturbating, and I know they do too. Like
because you can't masturbate probably as much as you used to.
It's weirder with someone else in the house. But
it is. I remember when I used to live with my girlfriend at the time. You kind of have to do it. It's kind of like living with it's like living with your parents again. Yeah. You have to like do it in secret. Like I got to go to the bathroom, and then you go and you lock the door.
Oh, see, for me, it's if she's like down. If I know she's like cooking or doing like when she was in school and she was on a report, and I was horny, I was like, oh, I can just go upstairs because she is busy for the next 45 minutes.
So you know she won't come upstairs, and you can hear if she's coming.
Because I don't know what.
And she'll probably hear if you're coming.
Okay. Oh, but anyways, I was saying like the idea of a sock is so interesting because. Also, I know that some guys will just dry rub, like just their hand. I can't do that either.
So you always use lube?
I spit in my hand. I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, but do you have to keep spitting?
Because
after a while it dries up.
So the thing is, I start with a good lick on my hand.
You lick your hand,
but then once
I don't think I could ever. My hands are like working man's hands. Like,
well, because also it's kind of a bummer in the morning because then you're giving your dick morning breath.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
But after you start, then you have to revert to just spitting.
And you gotta keep spitting.
I mean, I bet not too much.
Yeah, I hope this sock changes your life.
I'm very intrigued by it.
Because I don't, dude. You just do it, feels great, and then you don't have to worry about a mess.
No,
you just into it, yeah. and then you hold it there for a little bit while, for like the post-op surgery, and then wipe it up, and then throw it away.
Throw it in the laundry basket, I imagine.
Well, like in my case, I'll throw it to the floor.
Okay.
And then in the morning, I'll pick it up and put it in the... Because I'm in bed at the time. I'm usually doing it at night before, and then I'll fall. And then it's such a good way to fall asleep.
Oh, for sure. Which is a weird part about living with someone is I can't do that.
You can't do that unless they're out of town, and that's when you do it so much.
Well, no, because like her and I have different work schedules, so I honestly do look forward to because I have Monday and Tuesdays off, and she works those days. I look forward to waking up at my time and like jacking off when I want to. Like, no, it's great, and I like
So do you do it more than you probably should just because you can?
Yeah, those 2 days.
100%.
Yeah, probably like 3 times.
My problem is like this is like a thing I've started to realize is like I'm getting to a point where like it's become a habit where I kind of need it to fall asleep now.
Yeah.
Which sucks because I don't want that to be a thing.
Because that's a shitty, yeah.
But like you fall asleep so quick after you do it.
Mm-hmm.
And like it sucks. And I'm trying to break the habit, but then I've been doing it for fucking years.
A decade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like just becomes worse. And if I have a girlfriend at the time, I probably don't do it as much, because I'm filling other needs. And,
saving it.
Yeah, saving. See, you have to.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it too much, but then you also do want to do it so you can last longer.
Yeah.
It's a dude, being a dude is very tricky because you can't really control it, but you think you can control it.
Yeah. Okay, wait, I have a question. Have you ever had a wet dream? I never have. Where you come in your sleep?
No.
Me neither.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. It's pretty common.
That's weird.
As far as I know, it's a real
thing. I feel like that's a real thing that people are like going through puberty have.
Where if they go through puberty without realizing masturbation, I think is that.
I think I discovered masturbation way too early, so maybe that's why I missed it. And I'm doing it most nights before I go to bed, so the chamber's empty.
Yeah.
There's no way. Yeah, I've never even... That's so weird that you can wake up and then just be like,
Yeah,
you just wake up in a fucking mess of pancake batter.
Spider web.
Yeah, like what the heck, dude?
You said pancake batter, I said spider web.
Yeah, but it's pancake batter and it's a spider web.
Yeah, no, those are both great.
It's a fucking mess that's just sticky all over you. Like, how do I get rid of this? Dude... Yeah, send us an email too if you had a wet dream. No, I'm just kidding. That's personal.
Describe it.
Yeah, describe it. Like, no, but I just like. Can you imagine waking up?
That'd be a bummer.
Yeah, like, what do you? You would instantly be disappointed.
Also, just
and
gross.
you also didn't get to experience the fun, or maybe you had a sex dream.
Well, that's what happens. Yeah.
Oh, so then you had fun in your dream.
You have a good enough dream to finish. It's like Freddy Krueger, but like.
And he stabs you.
No,
but
it's not like that. It's like Freddy Krueger, where if it happens in the dream, it happens in real life.
Yeah, he stabs you and kills you, but this time you're having sex. But
granted, in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors, he gets titties and ties a dude to the bed. He doesn't fuck him, but he gets pretty close.
What?
Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3.
I don't think I've seen that.
Dream Warriors.
I've seen part of Dream Warriors.
It's
where they hunt him down in the dream.
It's kind of the best movie, arguably. The first one's awesome, but 3 is definitely the second best, if not the best.
Is that the one with Johnny Depp?
No,
or is it the first one?
The first one's with Johnny Depp.
The third one's pretty good. I've seen parts of it.
Third one is slightly better than the second
now
one.
we're transitioning into sex into horror films.
I mean, I can
but they relate.
I can talk about Nightmare on Elm Street all day. No, but in the third one, there's this mute kid, because the third one takes place in an insane asylum where it's a specific section of it where they're all kind of having the same dreams. So they got put on medicine that I think gets rid of dreams.
Or neutralizes them.
Or, I mean, I know that happens in Freddy vs. Jason. Maybe that's on the third one. But anyways, the girl from the first movie, Nancy, she gets assigned to this group in the third movie.
Makes sense, because people think she's crazy.
Well, she's beaten it, and she's an accomplished woman now. She's not crazy in this movie.
Oh, she's an accomplished.
She's like a psychiatrist for them.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then it turns out one of the girls in the third movie has a special power. She can bring other people into her dreams, so like she can like connect to Nancy, who knows Freddy, so she combines everybody where they all band together to fight Freddy.
In a dream.
Yeah, but there's also
there's
such 4 more movies after.
That's such a cool concept, and that came out in the 90s?
1980s.
That came out in the 80s?
Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, I would guess, around 1986.
That's crazy. The third one came out in 86.
If not earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because that's a crazy concept and a crazy thing to try and pull off back in the day.
Well, because original Nightmare, there's, I would guess, 5. I think so, because it's Dream Warrior. I think there's something else, and then there's and there's like one where there's like a Dream Child. There's at least 5 originals, and then there's a meta one where it's called New Nightmare.
What?
Where it's the people who made the original movie, or not even original, just actors in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Freddy then starts hunting them. So
they play themselves?
Including Robert Englund, who is Freddy Krueger. He's in it as Robert Englund and also as Freddy Krueger.
What the? So he hunts himself?
I think so.
What the fuck?
But they didn't have an awesome part where it's Freddy versus Robert Englund. They didn't do that, which was so annoying.
Oh, he should have. That would have been a total brain fuck.
Well, yeah, that'd be fucking incredible. And then also,
God.
original Freddy came back for Freddy versus Jason.
Well, I've seen Freddy vs. Jason.
Great fucking movie.
Great movie. Super cheesy. Soundtrack.
Perfectly cheesy.
Soundtrack, incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack's...
Also, just to tie it all up, I know our buddy Chase, that was the first movie he ever masturbated to.
Freddy vs. Jason?
Yep.
We're calling him out? What part?
There's 2 girls that take their titties out.
If you're listening to this, Chase, we busted you. I'm pointing at you right now. You're not in the room. I'm pointing at Elysia, but I'm pointing at you, Chase.
I'm proud of you. That's a great first nut.
That is because I don't think I nutted to a specific thing. I think it was just an idea of boobs or a calendar of like a girl in a bikini or like something stupid. You know.
I think mine was a Google search of Girls Gone Wild because that's all I knew.
You started with Girls Gone Wild
because that's the only.
That's where I evolved eventually because that was like what you knew.
Well, because that's as a child you saw that on Late Night Comedy Central. But
it was blurred.
Yeah, so that's all I knew of porn.
No, see, I was way too early. Like, I was just like, oh, I saw someone's shoulder. Let me think about that later.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day where you would just go, I'm gonna save that for later.
Yep.
Like
and
that was like a thing, and then
it
you
was
would.
Enough. Yeah.
And it was enough. And now it's just like I'll lay in bed and go, did I say the right thing today? And I'm like trying to think about, but while I'm jacking off, like I'm like, what did I have for lunch today? And I'm like, no, quit thinking about that. Think about hot women.
We're in it.
Like,
we're doing this.
I gotta think about I can't just do it for my brain anymore.
So
I like how we're masturbation, horror films, back to masturbation.
Yeah, no, I found the loophole.
Yeah, you connected.
It was my buddy Chase. Shout out to
Thanks
you.
a lot for rubbing us together.
Yeah, we got to Nightmare on Elm Street and back to masturbation. Have you had that time where, like, if you're having sex with somebody, and do you know, like, the idea of think of other things to keep you from getting there? Do you do that? I've tried.
I try, but I'm in the moment so much.
Yeah.
That because like
it's a bummer to pull yourself out of.
I don't want to pull myself out of that moment because it's such a special moment.
Yeah.
It's such a special thing that I'm doing that it's like I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever? This is a good question. Have you ever like I've done this a couple of times with sex partners. Is like, you know, you do your normal sex and everything, but have you ever just masturbated in front of each other? Where you're like laying next to each other, looking at each other, and it's real life porn.
No.
You've never done that?
Nope.
I've done that a couple times.
Really?
And actually, like it's
with one person or several people.
You think I'm doing it with several people?
I don't know. You have a.
I thought that question you mean like
at once.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it a couple times with different people.
Really? Okay.
But it's one-on-one. I'm doing one-on-one. And I kind of like it because
it's a cool intimate idea.
It's a cool intimate idea because you're really like, this is how I do it. This is how you do it. We're watching each other do it. And then you kind of learn like, oh, that's what you like. Oh, that's how we do it. And then it's kind of, I mean, it's different.
Yeah. I've never done it fully, but I've done it in small circumstances where like they're doing something and I need to help myself with them.
I get
and
that.
vice versa.
Yeah. But this is like legit. You're laying next to each other,
and just
watching each other and you do it to completion.
I have not.
I recommend that's another homework, dude.
Okay.
Try that. Try that because it's a weird. At first it's gonna feel a little weird because it's very vulnerable.
See, the only thing
because like I do it in such a way where I'm just trying to get it done and like quick.
Sure.
But in like this circumstance, I like want to like stay on pace. Yeah. I want to stay on pace with the woman. You know what I mean? And like
which is hard to track with them.
Which is hard to track. But then it's and then also like the confidence thing. It's like I'm looking at her and I'm like, this is so hot. But then I'm like, she's looking at me and she's trying to get off with this image. And I'm like, I don't know about this.
But she might be thinking the exact same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, true. It could be just
Right. If they're sexually active with you, they're sexually attracted to you.
True.
But like, also what I know is with my partners, they are much shyer than I am.
See, that's why I think it'd be fun.
I'm interested.
I think you should just try it or bring it up or just see if she's interested.
So we'll see if she listens to the podcast.
She won't. She won't. I guarantee it. But if you are listening, try it.
And we believe in you.
And also, if you're not Jacob's partner and you're in a relationship, try it with your partner.
Bring it up,
I
at least.
highly recommend it. Like it's a unique thing to try with your partner because it's like a way to get intimate and a way to be vulnerable.
At least discuss
in a way that's like, because you're showing you. It's just
It's vulnerability,
It's
yeah.
vulnerability at its finest, 100%.
Well, because it's also,
But it's also like a sexual act.
it is also when you are the most vulnerable.
Yeah.
By your like
You're pleasuring yourself and you're in this moment, but next to someone else also doing the same thing. Like it's gonna be very weird.
it's intriguing, the idea of it. All right,
But it's also a good way to connect.
I have a sexual question for you. Do you have any opinion on feet?
No,
No.
I
Do you have an adverse to feet?
am I like against feet?
Yeah.
I'm not anti feet, but I'm not pro feet.
Okay.
Like, what do you mean? Like, if
The idea of like foot fetishes, that's a growing community.
I know foot fetish is huge, but like,
I guess I'm curious if you have any adverse or.
I mean, feet are fine. Like, feet are kind of cute. Like,
Okay.
especially in women, feet are cute. They have tiny, petite feet usually, and that's like. But like, if I'm like crawling up a girl, I'll spend some time on their I'll massage their feet, maybe lick their toes. But like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not like going foot crazy.
Okay.
I'm just exploring their body.
Yeah.
I just don't get like how people can get into feet because a lot of people are into like feet jobs,
Foot jobs, yeah.
foot jobs, and hand jobs aren't even that good. And a foot job's way worse.
Gotta be worse.
It's
yeah.
way worse than that.
Also, write us if you love feet because I'm intrigued. By
I'm
the
just
idea of it.
intrigued. Like, you can be anonymous. Make up a fake email. Send it to us.
That's a lot.
But yeah, but like, I'm just intrigued. Like, how do you get to that point? I mean, a lot of people have different fetishes. I'm not making fun of like,
Right, yeah.
but like, I just don't understand like the feet fetish.
There is one instance where I thought I gave myself a foot fetish.
What does that mean?
All right, so a girl the same girl, if you remember from last episode, the one I almost threw up on after
Oh,
Halloween.
Halloween girl.
Yes.
Okay.
A previous time her and I hung out,
Okay.
a freak show act I do is called glass walking, where
Yeah, you walk on glass.
I will
yeah.
barefoot walk across broken glass and break it further.
And your feet get gross.
Sometimes they get little cuts.
Yeah,
and
usually
nicks.
no. I'm saying most of the time, every time I see your foot, it's gross.
Well, I have gross feet anyways because I walk around outside
Yes.
barefoot.
Yeah, your feet are always gross.
But I had a girl come over, and it was the same girl from the Halloween instance. So this girl came over, and she wanted to try glass walking. So I did it first, and then she did it.
she wanted to walk on glass.
Yes.
Okay. Kinky.
So she walked across glass, and because little bits of glass at least stick to your feet, not like as in they're stabbing into you, but just because,
Oh yeah, because it's crystals of glass.
and you have like sweaty feet or whatever. So I had her sit down, and I rubbed her, like not washed, but like wiped her feet with a towel.
Yeah.
And while doing so, I was like, oh, fuck, am I into this?
Oh, you like had that thought of like I might like this
I enjoyed what I was doing, but it didn't
a
turn
little
into
too much.
It was like a god damn it, am I into this? But
But you didn't. You didn't.
not enough. Yeah.
Oh, so you were right on the edge, dude. If you would have,
I didn't tip, yeah.
you were right. You almost converted. Is that simple? That simple of an act. So do you think Jesus was into? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
He did enjoy washing feet. I bet. That makes sense.
Yeah,
He liked washing filthy feet.
he got off on watching filthy feet.
I mean, it seems like it.
Now we're getting super like people are. If you're religious, people are getting upset right now.
But like, it's okay that he liked washing feet. I'm not saying I'm not saying he came in his tunic. I'm just saying he enjoyed washing the feet of the poor and needy
and he got off on it
in a spiritual way.
No, I will say like, I'm being 100% serious.
Yeah.
There are rich people that get off on helping the poor and needy.
I'm sure, yeah.
100%. And like it's not like
Where status becomes a sexual impulse.
it does it because I'm not like this isn't like about Jesus or about like religion or about like I'm just saying there are people out there that get to this point where they get off on being like I'll donate 100,000 or I'll go work at the food bank and then I'll come home to you and it's
if not the idea of, or if not the actual act of it, they get off on the idea of people seeing how generous they are.
yeah, they get to this point of getting off on generosity.
Yeah.
Like, that's a weird.
Okay, What do you think your weirdest kink is?
See, I think I'm pretty vanilla.
Is there like
Because I haven't experienced a lot. I mean, I've experienced a couple tie downs and a couple,
Okay, I guess not maybe kink, but is there anything odd that just is a turn on for you? Okay, I'll start with an easy one. For me, do you know the Charleston, the dance?
Oh my God. Is
That
that
is-
your turn on?
It's a
If
turn
a girl
on.
does the Charleston.
Like something about their knees, like the way they like bring their heels up above
So
their
if
knees.
I do the Charleston,
I don't think so. I think
look
it's
at my knees.
I think it's like a girl in a flapper dress doing the Charleston is a turn on. Honestly,
What?
yeah.
That's
Do you-
weird as fuck, dude.
Do you, I know. Do you have anything like that specific? Because I have another one.
I mean, I mentioned it in the last episode. Is I really like when a girl slowly undresses.
That's not weird though. I'm saying like
No, but it is weird because most of the time it's like they don't do that.
sure.
But
You
that
like-
you're Carl. That's. I'm trying to think, dude. I'm trying to think.
Like
I haven't been in a lot of weird circumstances, so I don't know.
no,
I'm just
that
saying-
was just in a TV show. I was like,
what
I
you
fucking-
saw?
And I was like, no, I've never seen a
Oh,
porn.
it was the Cosby Show.
I've never seen a porn where they do the Charleston. I almost say Carlton. It's not that. It's not Carlton dancing to
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
to not Davy Jones. Newton John? No, what's his name?
Elton John.
No, fuck. What is his name? Fuck. Who sings Nobody? Oh shit. This is gonna bug the fuck out of me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He sings What's New Pussycat.
Oh,
What's his name? Newt.
Newt Gingrich.
No. Fuck. I have one of his vinyls. He's in Mars Attacks.
The only thing I think of when you say "What's New Pussycat" is the
John
John
Mulaney.
Mulaney,
Yeah.
John Mulaney bit, which is so funny.
Oh my god, what is his name?
People in the comments room were like, "You're an idiot."
No, I feel like
Jacob's an idiot again. We have proven the point that he's an
Okay,
idiot.
well, Carlton also dances to his other song, which nobody knows. I think it's something like that.
It's a Rick Astley song, right?
No, it's not Rick Astley. It's his
It
name.
sounds like Rick Astley.
Drive me insane. I cannot think of his
What's
name.
funny is you can't even think of the artist, but you get off on it. Okay.
No, I'm saying this isn't my kink. It's not the Carlton. It's the Charleston, which is
So I was thinking the Carlton, and when I
which
said
is
the
the
Cosby,
weird like.
yeah, the knee thing, which makes sense.
No, the Charleston is the knee thing. The Carlton is a weird like
Oh, it's a sway.
snap and sway.
So I said Cosby Show earlier, but I was way off.
I don't know what
That's
you were
Fresh
saying.
Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah, I imagine that was the dot you're connecting of just early black sitcoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have been just like moving on up. Who knows?
I guess I don't know the
What's
exact.
happened?
I guess
Wait,
I
no,
don't know
that's
the
not them.
exact.
Yeah, that is him.
The exact dance you're talking about then.
It's the Charleston. It's like a 20s dance.
With the, and you talked about how you
Flapper
like going,
desk.
you like going ballroom dancing, dipping
Yeah.
girls.
No, it's a very like they put their palms down and like their legs like kick up.
I think I've seen it. Now that you're trying to do
and
the
for
pose,
some
and
fucking reason
I will
dig
say
it.
the way you did the pose on the chair,
Great.
half chub.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay, yeah, so I'm saying that's my weirder like not kink, but it's just something that I find oddly sexual.
I mean,
You have anything like that? Because I have another one.
I feel like you have more than one.
I have one.
I mean,
other.
I don't know, confidence in a lady. Is that like?
I mean, I'm just really attracted to feminism. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm
piece of
pro
shit.
feminine. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying confidence, you know? Like when a woman's like confident in their own skin and they're not afraid to be themselves.
Okay, but what if they're sexually confident? Do you like that? Do you like a girl who takes charge over you? You're kind
you
of,
know my past sexual history.
And you're kind of
it's-
submissive.
Yeah, I'm kind of submissive.
Yeah.
So yes, I
Okay.
do like when a woman
Takes charge.
does take charge. Because I'm a shy guy and I
Well,
overthink things.
in
And
a smaller sense, you like it when a girl says what she wants.
yeah, because it's
You can provide that.
insecurity.
Yes.
I want them. I need that verbal instinct. Like I need a girl to be like, "Hey, do you want to go get drinks with me? Hey, do you want to go out with me? Hey, do you want to kiss me?
Hey, you up?
Hey, you up?" And I'll go, "Hell yeah, I am.
It's 3 p.m. Of course I'm up.
Of course I'm up. You up?
All right, so you want to know my...
Yeah, let's hear
Weird-
your other one. I'm gonna start thinking about. That's my homework. Is I'm gonna start thinking about my other weird ones.
And you got to Indian rub your dick.
Oh my god, we'll see about
Maybe
that.
fuck a couch.
I'm not. No, dude. Unless you do that, I'll do that.
I mean, we both own our own couches. We could fuck our couches.
Yeah, I don't want to. Because I have 2 couches. One,
You don't want to make the other jealous.
yeah, I got to do them both.
Yeah, of course.
And
Alright.
one of them was a gift from a friend, so it's a friend's old couch.
Which they probably fucked.
They definitely had sex on it. It was a couple. that
Or
gave
with it.
And then I think it was their it's like a hand-me-down couch for multiple families. So a lot of people, there's a lot of history in those cushions.
In and on.
There's a lot of history in those pushing for the cushions, dude.
All right. So my other weirder kink, because this is a phobia for a lot of people, clowns.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're into clowns.
I'm sexually attracted to clowns.
What do you mean?
I mean, a hot clown.
Like a woman clown.
Yeah, a woman clown with makeup, but also like,
Tits.
yeah, like a sexual clown. I'm very into.
That is weird.
Yeah.
What are they wearing? Like a clown skirt?
Yeah.
High socks?
Sometimes they deep throat a
Bowling pin?
A balloon.
Oh, a balloon.
Yeah.
They deep throat a balloon.
Like the long kind. The kind
They
twisted
already
into
blown
dogs.
up.
Yeah.
They already blown
Yeah.
up. I was like, how are they deep throating a balloon that
No.
doesn't have air in it?
I've seen weird kinky clown porn. I'm into
What
it.
the fuck?
Yeah, I'm sexually attracted to clown makeup. If it's
I mean,
on a
I
hot
guess
girl.
I'm kind of picturing like a clown like in like a normal like skirt, high socks, but then I'm picturing like schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Which I'm into the schoolgirl outfit.
Sure. I like
Because
that.
it's like
The plaid mini skirt.
Well, I'm definitely dude, if a girl's wearing flannel, that's definitely
Yeah.
like I'm way into that.
Yeah.
I'm way into because I'm into 90s grunge,
You're
dude.
into a grunge girl. Well, that's the same where I'm into like a punk girl who's
Yeah,
wearing like
dude, if you're wearing black skinny jeans and a flannel, I'll instantly think if you have dyed hair, if you have I'm into punk girls. I'm into
Yeah.
alternative girls. I'm into
like girl in torn fishnets. Incredible. Yeah.
but that's not like anyone can put those on.
Well, sure, but like if it's torn on purpose because it's a punk aesthetic kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no, clowns.
that is a
Yeah.
what?
And I'm into weird clown stuff too.
Like what?
I mean, I could say,
You've gotten this far.
I could say their name and like
You have specific clown pornos.
no, it's clowns. I know.
Oh, what?
I can think of like
You have
Four.
specific clowns.
four
that
clowns that I like.
that
yeah.
you type into your search bar. You go, Bozo the clown. Let's go. Bring her on.
No, I mean, there's a few fucking clowns that I like.
Oh my god.
I mean, they're porn clowns, so that's one thing.
That's a very niche community.
Yeah, it is, and I'm proud to be a member of it. I mean, like, if there was,
I mean, you're supporting local clown.
yeah. If there was a freak show porn community, I'd be all over that. But I don't think that's a thing.
I guarantee there's chicks out there blowing fireballs naked, or there's a chick
I
doing
guess, yeah.
better than nails naked. I guarantee.
I've looked for that. I haven't seen it.
Oh, of course he's looking for it.
Well, no, because
Dude,
yeah.
that stuff. It's such a small niche community.
I remember people asking me if I do that.
Clowns are the biggest part of the circus
Yeah,
act.
true. I mean, there's
So
like,
of course that's gonna be
well, I mean, besides the obvious, like trapeze, like super bendy people. What are they called?
flexible.
Fuck, no, what are the contortionists?
Contortionists. Yeah, I guess that's a kink.
That's a more obvious porn subject.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, get naked and get in a suitcase.
and get really.
Like,
Yeah.
That's all I think of contortionists.
Yeah. No, I've worked with them before. Like people can get into a suitcase.
That's crazy, dude. That's clowns, dude.
Yeah. No, there's a few I have in mind. I'll tell you about them after.
No, you gotta tell about them now. This is a public podcast.
I never know if they want to be shouted out though. That's the thing.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just talk about our kinks and our
Yeah.
drinking.
And if
And if you're a clown that is on a porn site that wants to be shouted out, Jacob will.
we will absolutely shout you out if you email us at Moist Monday Podcast. I will at Gmail. I will 100% talk about you.
Because he'll dive deep into you.
And I'll
Dude.
force Robert to.
Oh my god.
That's like
We've shouted out our email so much in this episode.
because we want information.
I know I said in this last episode, and I'm saying in this episode, I just want feedback. I want interaction. I want people to be like, hey,
He's needy.
codependency.
Yeah.
I think it runs deep in me. I'm a lot better at codependency. Now we're getting real
I
serious.
hope so. Yeah.
I'm a lot better at codependency, but I do think I need that.
It's a part of you,
I
yeah.
need that validation. I need that, like, hey,
So,
you're my buddy.
what's your love language?
Physical touch?
Not where they like,
No, I'm words of affirmation. No.
because that's more codependent than.
Yeah, that is
touch.
true. But physical touch, and quality time.
Sure.
which ties into physical touch.
Quality time's a weird one to list as that.
No, but like quality time is very important. Like when you're actually hanging out, enjoying each other's company without on your phone.
Yeah.
Like we're doing quality time right now. It's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah. Because if we hung out long enough, we would just watch TV together, which is technically not quality time.
Yeah, and we'd be on our phones
Right.
in between sessions.
But the idea is if you hang up long enough, you're allowed to have non-quality
yeah, but
time
you
together.
usually have physical touch with
Sure.
quality time because that's when you're cuddling or that's when we go from porn.
So what is the 5 love languages? Gift giving, quality time,
receiving gifts, quality time, words of affirmation,
physical touch.
and man, there's always one I forget about. Fudge. It's one that's not that good, but people probably are that.
Fuck, I have no idea.
I usually know them because like that's a very important thing. Like when you're dating, like figuring out what people's love languages are.
Sure.
But mine are definitely physical touch is very important to me.
Yeah.
But what's weird is like I don't like physical touch from anyone.
No?
Like if people touch me like in public or like I'm not super comfortable with them, I
Yeah.
get uncomfortable. Like if people like want to like hug me or people pat me on the back, I'm like I shrug up.
Okay.
But like if we're romantically involved and someone touches me, like that's their sign of letting me know that they like me.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I feel valued. Like it's a way to feel valued,
Yeah.
which is weird, dude.
I never know what my love language is.
You don't know what your love language is?
Specifically, no, because I enjoy physical touch.
Yeah, but there's got to be one that like presses to the top. See, gift receiving or gift giving is bottom of the barrel for me because I don't feel worthy of receiving gifts.
Okay, because like gift giving, I know I give great gifts to my girlfriend.
Well, I try to like when I'm in a serious relationship.
But no offense to her, I always give better gifts than she. Like I've, no, she gives great gifts, but I've always like won. Like
it's a competition to you.
Like when we were at our 1 year or at Thanksgiving at St. Valentine's Day, whatever, like where it was more gift giving, or Christmas is what I also was thinking. I gave
St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, I said,
Yeah, give her a bottle of Jameson.
yeah.
She would love it.
I said St. Patrick. Yeah, whatever. Valentine's. That's what I was. Yeah. No, like I know that every gift giving thing we've had where we give each other stuff, I've won.
See,
And it's kind of fun
doing
knowing that.
That's not an act of love, though. You're doing it as a competition.
Not competition. It's just of
No,
us
it's a
giving
competition for you.
after the fact. Yeah.
No, it's 100%. So that means that's not your love language.
Well, also it's because it's a time of when we have to give gifts, but also I known that like if she has had a bad day or even if she's known.
So what's crazy about love languages is there's things you like to receive and
Yeah.
then things you like to give. Like the love languages you like to receive and the love languages you like to put out. They're usually different.
Okay, because I guess
And you gotta realize when you're dating someone else that what they like to receive and what they like to give out, you gotta have that communication so then you can comprehend. Like if they like words of affirmation and you don't like saying that stuff, you gotta kind of adapt and be like, hey, I love you.
I would
hey,
say-
you're gorgeous. Hey, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
would say word of affirmations is probably her biggest one because
it's a confidence thing.
well
100%.
Also, her
That's
and
I do like words of affirmation,
yeah.
but I don't believe them because it's a confidence thing.
She's asked for different ones where we'll be hanging out, or not like she hasn't asked for it at the time, but she's like, hey, if we're hanging out and you're quiet, if you ever just say like, hey, I'm not mad at you, she would love that.
That's
So
a weird one.
It was
But
like,
then you learn about that,
And-
and so it's not something that you normally would say.
so it's
But
the-
you're doing it to make her
the-
feel better.
The
Yeah.
idea of it is if we are comfortably silent, if I just throw that in, she'll be way happier.
That's weird, but that's good that you know that.
It's like,
That's a really good. That's called communication.
yeah,
It's very
no,
important.
It's like a receipt for the silence of like, hey,
Ooh,
I'm
that's a good
quiet because no reason. I'm not mad at you though.
yeah, we're just enjoying each other's company.
Because I would guess my main one of what I need is physical touch. Because that's what I crave the most
Yeah.
if I'm not having it.
Physical touch is so important. Even just the small aspect of it. Like
I like a leg on top
yeah,
of
a
the
leg
other.
on top
Yeah.
of each other, or like holding hands, or like just like an occasional rub on the back, or when you pass somebody, like just something.
Pass somebody.
No, like when you pass each other, like when you're living together, just like the occasional, Or like if you're at a public event, or like
Yeah, just
like the occasional like, hey, I acknowledge that you're existing here, but I'm also in the middle of having a conversation with someone else, but I'll acknowledge you real quick with a pass.
see, but
You know what I
also-
mean? Like that it's little things like that. That's why I love physical touch. Is like, hey, this is my way of communicating with you physically.
I would also guess that's the one that could annoy me the most, though.
If they overuse it.
That's the one where I'm like, hey, like, we don't need to be touching right now. Like, rare occasions, but
Sometimes you don't want to be touched. So maybe in a physical, I will always want to be touched.
but there's
I will never get annoyed at being touched.
What if you're like feeling claustrophobic?
I don't.
Really?
I used to go cave diving.
What?
I'm not-
Diving?
Yeah, cave splunking, dude. I used to go like literally cave. When I was younger, I would go explore caves and go through tight spaces. I'm not claustrophobic. You get claustrophobic by people touching you?
No, but there's times where I'm just like, okay, but also like the idea of like freak show shit. Sometimes I don't want people interacting with me. Like I get tired of people sometimes. And
I get that.
So that
100%.
So that also includes the idea of me telling her like, hey, I'm not mad at you, but like I don't want anyone.
But like, here's how we're different.
But like what I'm saying is I feel like that's what I need the most, but that's also what could be the most bitter to me. Like there's no idea. I have no idea of like a time where
there's a line, but it's sporadic. It's
I can't-
random.
Not random. I can't imagine any other of the love
I kind
language.
of do get what you're saying though,
Wait,
because sometimes
but
when
what I'm saying-
annoyed.
What I'm saying is I don't think any other love language could have an off switch for me. I don't think I'd ever be like, hey, stop giving me words of affirmation or stop giving me gifts. There's no like
gifts are weird for me.
well, I mean, no one gives you too many gifts, I feel like.
No, but I feel guilty every time I get a gift.
That's fair.
Like I don't feel deserving of those gifts.
Okay.
But like, but if your love language is gift giving, you're gonna want to keep giving me gifts, and it's like, I am appreciative of these.
Mm-hmm.
I do like them, but I don't feel like I just. That's why I hate my birthday,
What always feels like there's a receipt on every gift.
and that's why I feel like it's like, oh, you gave me this. I feel like I owe.
I have to give you
I owe
something.
you, and it's like a weird thing because I don't want to feel like that, and I appreciate the
idea of
the
it.
idea of it and like the gift and usually they're very thought provoked. It's like, oh man, dude, I remember the last girl I was seeing.
Yeah.
It was our third date.
Okay.
We went to go get Mexican food.
Yes.
She came in and she's like, hey, I was at the store and I thought you would like these. And she gave me a box of Mike and Ike's. Mike and Ike's is my favorite candy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so fucking thoughtful. It's $1.25. Like
But
such a
like-
cheap candy, but like she brought it to the date, and that was the
Saw
first.
it,
That was
thought
the
of you,
first
paid
gift
for
she
it.
gave me, and I felt so uncomfortable, but like so uncomfortable, but so appreciative. Like
Yeah.
you cared that much when you were at Walgreens or Casey's or whatever. You bought a box of Mike and Ike's,
Yeah.
and didn't eat them, and then gave it to me because it made me think of you.
Huh.
Like in my mind, I'm like, thank you, but it also makes me uncomfortable.
Sure.
Because I'm just not used to it.
You feel undeserving. Yeah.
Undeserving. And it's stupid.
See, I've always been the person who gave gifts that they didn't deserve.
What do you mean?
So the only time I can think of an instance of it was someone I dated for a month and I liked them so much.
Yeah.
And I remember I saw like a thing on Amazon. They were like a weird like emo satanic girl, whatever.
Nice.
And I saw a stuffed animal for a weird Beelzebub.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like a goat with wings. And I remember it was a stuffed animal with weird puffy nipples. I was like, that is fucking perfect. She'll love that. Bought it, gave it to her. And like, she liked it. I imagine she still has it. But like, that was the only time I was like, oh, I did so much. And she was so
Like you didn't feel like her reaction was...
Not-
were you disappointed by her reaction?
maybe
Because that's how I feel like some people are when they give me gifts.
So maybe
and
not
it's
to-
not because... It's because I didn't feel... I appreciate the gift, but...
maybe not to that specific reaction. We also had other moments in it where I put in a lot more than she did. We also only dated for a month.
Yeah.
So like, that's why it turned out that way. But that was the only time I remember of like,
Really nailing something.
or even not that, but buying a gift for someone immediately. Like we had probably been dating a week and I saw that. I was like, oh,
And
she'll
it
love
instantly
this.
made you... And that's so specific.
Yes. Cause like my girlfriend now, I'll buy her something whenever the fuck, but like we know each other and it's awesome whenever someone gets each other the other thing. That was the only time I felt like I bought something for someone preemptive. preemptive to us.
Yeah, you were just like, hey, I was thinking of you while I was on Amazon.
And
I
saw
got you
this.
this weird fucking thing that I also searched for and dug for and spent hours looking for.
It popped up as a suggestion.
Oh, sure it did. Yeah, while you were looking at clown porn, bro.
Well, no, it was because I bought a Satanic Bible.
Oh my god.
For me.
And the truth will set you free. There it is.
Satanic Bible is pretty fucking good.
What is that? A book recommendation? Are
Yeah,
we recommending
no,
books right now? The
absolutely.
Satanic Bible?
I
We're a
absolutely
satanic podcast now?
no, but also Satanism.
There's a Satanic Bible?
yes, it's all about.
I don't even own a real Bible.
I know. I'm gonna say the Satanic Bible is better because it's all.
Oh my god,
No,
we're getting controversial.
No, because it's all about self. Because all right, so
Okay, here we go.
yeah, this is a weird knock on this podcast, but
Let's go.
Satanism, it's not about worshiping Satan. That's not what Satanism is.
Okay.
No, they don't believe in God. They don't believe in Satan.
But it's
It's-
Satanism.
It's all about self-reliance. It's about you are your own God.
You love yourself.
The reason they call it Satanism, to my knowledge, is just to piss off Christians, which I fucking love that they did that.
I guess I do kind of enjoy that.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome thing for them to call themselves that just to piss other people off. It's all about that you are your own God and your own reality.
Which I do. Okay, now that you're bringing that up,
Yeah.
I do kind of like you got to be
You
able to
think
love
you're-
yourself. You got to
Yeah.
be able to, and that's where you get the confidence from. That you gotta think you are the shit because honestly, you are.
Also,
You are, and also the people listening, you are the shit. Quit
Satanism.
getting down on yourself because you're not. You are.
But also Satanism, I believe it's the first organized religion to be like, hey, don't fuck kids. I think
They were the first ones to say it.
directly, yes. Well, because like you think back then, well, Christians were still hiding the fact that they fuck kids, or Catholicism.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
No offense.
but also like that links to old Judaism and all that stuff, but also like Greeks famous for fucking kids, which led to every. No, like old Greek philosophy, like old Greek like civilization. That was just something
They would do.
a lot of boys' first sexual instance was being fucked by their mentors.
Oh my god.
And it wasn't even seen as much sexual as just coming of age.
It's a coming of age.
yeah. They're of age, so you're coming.
Yeah, someone's coming for sure.
Yeah.
And that ties it back to masturbation.
It sure
And that's how this podcast started.
Yeah. Is that how we're ending it right
Oh
now?
my god. This episode had so many peaks and valleys. I'm so intrigued right now by the Bible, the Bible of Satan.
Church of Satan. Yeah.
The Church of
Satanic
Satan.
Bible, yeah.
I'm so intrigued by
It's
it.
a great read.
Because based on what you're saying is I do believe in it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not a Satanist. I'm not like a,
Yeah.
But like I think you should love yourself.
Yeah.
You should like support yourself. I gotta dive deeper into it before I can make an honest
Okay,
opinion
because
on it.
there was like the satanic panic, which is like these Satanists are gonna like kill our children and sacrifice them. Like, no, Satanists don't believe in Satan. There's the idea of Luciferianism, which is
that's the
more
Satan one?
that's more like
Where you praise the
devil
devil?
worship, and
And that's scary.
that's also bullshit. Just like you being a dick,
Yeah, you're just trying to make people upset and uncomfortable.
and also like they're the ones who like will sometimes sacrifice somebody. Like,
What?
yeah, no, like that's instances. Like the Satanic Panic was huge in the 80s and 90s.
I will say that sounds like a cool punk name.
It's a great punk name. There's a great metal band
Satanic Panic.
which has a shit. Cannot remember the name of the band.
That's like that's like Manic Monday.
yeah,
It's a great freaking.
Manic Monday.
You know that song?
Yeah, the song from fuck Flashdance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just another Manic Monday. Not.
Wish it was Sunday.
Wish
Yeah.
it was Sunday. Not
That's
my
my-
run day. Or that's my run.
My
day.
I don't have to run.
I don't have a run day
Yeah.
because her husband's making her run every other day.
Yeah.
Except for Sunday.
No, Satanic Panic. I cannot remember the name of the band that sings it. It's like something of blood. It's something ridiculous, but it's an awesome
Omen
song.
of blood.
The song is Satanic Panic, and that used to be what I did my fire breathing routine to. It's a great fucking song. Look it up. Satanic Panic.
Not a great belief. Okay.
Not a great what?
Not a great belief.
No, I mean Satanic Panic was the Christians being terrified of Satanism.
We're getting very political.
It's
I don't
You're
know.
religious.
I don't know why I'm. I'm very curious though on the Bible of Satan. I'm very curious.
I mean
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by it.
you're more than welcome to borrow mine.
It's cool that you own a physical. I used to have a bunch of copies of the regular Bible.
I have 2 copies.
I had one that was given to me, for Actually, I used to have a bunch of copies, and I think I've just slowly left them at my parents' house, so that then
currently
I
have.
don't own them.
So
But they're at.
I know I have 2 Bibles. I have a
So you're balancing on all
no.
fours.
I have most religious text. I know
See, that's what's cool. Is like you're open to everything, and you're like, okay. You're not just like this is what I believe.
No, I don't know what the fuck I believe because I have at least 2 Bibles, and then I know I have a Guide to Spiritual Warfare in a Christian font.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like the idea of like if demons are attached to you, how to get them off, which has been helpful in the past.
Freaky.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Let's not talk about that in today's episode.
I have a Quran, but also I know that the Quran, it's...
Oh, you have a Quran?
Yeah, it's only...
I've had Quran like 3 times.
Jesus Christ.
That's a bad Corona joke. I'm sorry.
But the Quran, the Islamic book...
Jesus. Cut that.
I know it's only technically the actual book if it's translated.
Yeah.
So I know I don't technically have it.
But you have the translated version.
Yeah, which it reads similar to any Judaic Christian text.
Sure. Dude, you know so much more about religion than I do.
Yeah.
Because you've done what's cool is you're open to it, you have all these books and you've done research and you've read them.
And
for the most part.
At this point I have no idea what I believe in.
But what's cool is you're open and you're not just like, this is what I believe. And if you don't believe it, you're wrong.
You're going to hell forever. Yeah. That's just such a boring outlook on life to me. I like the idea that everything's got a little nugget of truth.
I think for the most part, all of them believe the same.
If you're good, you'll be okay.
They're all like, just be a good fucking person.
Yeah.
I was joking about over the weekend. I know this one's getting a little bit long, but we're just in the mood to talk.
Yeah.
So I was playing the Atari Jaguar this weekend. Terrible console.
Classic.
Atari's last home console. But
learn more about it at Gaming Off the Grid.
Yeah, check us out. But Wes and I were talking about the Atari Jaguar, and we were joking that like if you go to hell,
that's it.
They're like, hey, you like video games? We got one for you. Here's the Atari Jaguar. That's all you get. And it fucking sucks.
What else do you think is in that hell? What do they give you?
So I'm also thinking, we've talked about this on the podcast.
I'm guessing lemonade light.
Ooh.
Have you ever had that from a fast food place where it's lemonade, but it's no sugar?
This is what hell is.
And it's bullshit.
This is what hell is. It's things that you like, but it's the worst versions of things that you like. So you get to have sex, but it's on a squeaky bed.
With a condom.
And you can hear parents having sex in the next room every time. That's what I literally think hell is. Like it's.
All right, which
first
Nirvana album is it?
Which Nirvana?
Your favorite band? What's the version? Nirvana's your favorite band. What do they play in hell?
Oh wow! I mean, they only have 3 albums, dude.
And are they all good? All right, so like, what is it?
Bleach,
just Moist Vagina on repeat? Their worst song.
I mean, that's a fine song.
Oh wait, no, they only play Hole.
Hole.
Do you know who Hole?
Courtney Love's band?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you love Nirvana, now you got to listen to Courtney Love the entire... like that's what it would just be punishment. There's a couple Hole songs that are great.
Are there?
Yeah, there's a couple that are like, oh, that's really good, but
I've
they were
never
written by
even
other
tested
people.
it.
They're written by other people.
Sure.
There's one Whole song that you would probably recognize that's really good. But that's what I feel like hell is like. It's not like you get there and you're like, this fucking sucks. It's just small annoyances that will slowly drive you mad.
See, if hell's real, I imagine they just fucking tear you apart and burn you.
No, because you got to suffer. That's why I think hell is like slowly annoyances for eternity.
Okay, but what's worse, slow annoyances or literally they torture you for eternity?
Slow annoyances because it will never end.
No, I'm saying,
dude, can you imagine
they
laying
tear
in bed
you apart
and
forever.
water's always dripping on you? Forever?
See,
water's always dripping on you?
Okay, but imagine that, or imagine they shove a tree up your dick every day. Tree up your dick is worse.
No, but if they're going to punish you like that, you would eventually... I guess you don't die. You don't die, you're already dead.
No, I
guess.
think... Because when I was a Christian...
Oh, so you're thinking they punish you every day?
Because when I was a Christian...
I'm thinking that it's just like a slow annoyance.
Because when I was a Christian, I imagined heaven never gets old and hell you never get used to. So I think it's always fresh in both places is the idea of Christianity.
Wow.
Well, because I remember when I was in RE, religious education.
Wow, you're smart.
My teacher was like, yeah, I hate cooking. So I think in hell I would be the chef. And I was like, wouldn't you rather be that than be on fire all the time? Like,
See, that's what
people
I mean. He was having the mindset of me is like,
yeah,
it's like
Oh,
things that you dislike
in reality.
But also, I get where you're coming from, where it's like,
it's not broken glass shoveled up your ass.
Where it's like, okay, you got to go to bed, but you're covered in spiders for the rest of your
Yeah,
life.
I think
it's
that's
like that
more
would
what it's like.
Oh,
That's worse than anything.
that's worse than being just listening
Annoyed.
to an
Yeah.
annoying song or playing an annoying console.
No.
But also, like, long term, you get used to the spiders, and you're like, hey,
No.
what's up, Peter? What's up, George?
I
You
think-
start naming them.
No, I think
But they change it up every day.
No, I think the idea of hell is you don't get used to it.
God damn it.
No, like if
We
hell,
got to go to heaven, dude.
if hell's real, I imagine it's the worst forever.
Have you ever seen The Good Place?
Yeah, I started it, didn't like it. I watched one season, the second season, they're like, hey, this isn't the good place. I'm like, all right, how are you going to continue? And they do so horribly.
No, it's a great show.
The second season was horrible to me.
Oh, you got to keep watching it, dude.
Jesus.
It gets...
I hate when people say you need to do that.
No,
it
but
should
I'm
be
weird.
good enough to continue to watch.
No, but it's weird that you lost interest in the second season because I was hooked by the first season, and then when the second season came out, I was like, what the fuck? And then...
First season I liked. Also, I knew the hook of the first season of it turns out this is the bad place. And then the second season, they're like, yeah, this is the bad place. And they keep redoing it the first 3 episodes. And then by the 4th episode, they're like, hey, we have to join in with the person who's running the bad place. I'm like, it's
It
bullshit.
does get weird, but then it does get good again.
I'll keep watching.
I don't know. I just really like...
I'm halfway through.
I really
so-
like the main girl.
I like the main girl.
Whoever that actress is. I really like her. She's married to Dax Shepard.
Yeah, I know.
She's I really like her.
No, because it was during a day where I was like home all day and I wanted to like it. I loved the first season.
I heard so many good things. I was late to the party on it.
Me too. I was way late because I knew the ending. It had already finished by the time I started.
Yeah,
it.
same.
Yeah.
I think. Dude, I will say that, like, so I love the main actress in it.
Yes.
Can't remember her name, but then I also love the actress who plays Janet.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of hers, and she's like on a bunch of podcasts that I like, and she's very funny.
Because she's also in Broad City.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
she's great.
Yeah. No,
I
she's
love her. She's so funny.
Great actor. No, when they changed everything and they're like, oh, you have to like change everything you believe in, and this is the new, like what we're moving towards. I don't like it.
I will say that like the more you watch it, the weirder it gets. Very weird. Like there's a lot more twists and turns than what you've seen.
Okay. So
Like it gets kind of chaotic.
I'll keep watching.
And what's
it.
crazy is the guy who created that show created The Office.
Yeah, which is weird because that's a very standard show. Something that just moves in a relative straight line.
Yeah,
like
'cause
it gets
it's
weirder because also like how can you keep it
They were
normal
for
eight
nine seasons. Yeah,
9 seasons. Yeah,
And then he created The Good Place, which is crazy.
yeah.
But this episode's been all over the board. Masturbation, freaking porn, freaking horror films, freaking relationships,
Back to
freaking
masturbation.
love languages,
Oh yeah, we did touch on that.
which
we
we'll probably dive deeper into.
we never finished. We never figured out the 5th one.
Ah,
There's 5,
man.
right?
There's
It's the
one
5
that I
one.
always forget about. That's like, it's like the one that most people aren't.
Because what it goes: physical touch, words of affirmation, gift giving and receiving. What's the other one we knew? Quality time.
Quality time is very
What
important.
the fuck is the 5th one?
It's something stupid.
And if you are it, please let us know.
Please let us know, and please let us know why it is, because it's forgettable.
And you're allowed to give us 4 stars on our podcast.
Please,
we'll
no.
remember 4 out of 5.
Give us 5 stars.
If you, yeah.
But thank you for listening to this episode of the Moist Minded Podcast. What's crazy about this podcast is it's just, we don't have a topic. We don't have it's all over the board.
You have a loose journal.
I literally brought the notebook today. We filmed 2 episodes today. We used nothing from the notebook.
Not even a sentence?
Not even one
shit.
sentence. We just talked,
We never even got to the topic you wanted to bring up then.
which is crazy. And this topic I wanted to bring up
Yeah?
has been in my notebook for the past 3 weeks.
Holy shit.
And we haven't brought it up. That's how we just like talking to each other.
Apparently. It's like we're best friends.
Well, that's weird. We probably shouldn't be.
No.
Is this hell? No, we just slowly annoy each other. It's like we're 12 weeks into this. I fucking hate you. No,
This is purgatory. Yeah.
This is purgatory. This is purgatory. But thank you guys for listening to the Moist Monday podcast. We really
hope
appreciate
you
it.
like it if you're here.
Yeah, obviously, if you're listening to this episode, you've made it. Or if you're new, wow, thank you.
No, if you love it, tell other people. If you hate it, tell your enemies.
Yeah, please. We want to piss people off, and we also
we
want
would
to
love
enjoy
that.
you.
Yeah, no.
Dude, we would love if you send this to your enemies. And they go, hey, this podcast makes me think of you. And then you send them the Moist Monday podcast. Like, that'd be so funny. They go,
So,
what the fuck?
Any negative comment we get from here on out, we're going to assume was from our fans' enemies. So
Yeah.
we'll love it.
So we'll love it.
So it's
We'll
a
go.
win-win.
And then anything they comment on, we'll dive deeper in to piss them off even more.
Just let us know. Yeah. So follow us on Instagram
And TikTok at the Moist Monday Podcast. Send
Yes.
us an email at moistmondaypodcast@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
We plugged that so many times throughout this episode, but I just want feedback. I know I've said it before. I just
He's
want
desperate.
feedback.
It's his love language.
Yep, it's my
Feedback.
love language. My love language. That's the fifth one, feedback. No, I'm just kidding. it's
Ratings.
That's number 6. But happy Moist Monday,
Happy
everyone.
Moist Day.
Happy Moist Monday, dude.
I love you, bud.
Love you too. That was a terrible cheers,
'cause
but
I'm-
can on
got a can,
glass.
yeah.
What do you
Alright.
expect?
But cheers to all of you at Moist Monday.
And we'll see you next week.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.
I had to burp.
The fuck was that?
I had to burp, and I've been eating fire, so it's a weird feel beer. You'll have to take this out.
What the fuck is that noise?
It tastes like fuel. It's horrible. Okay, anyways.